Morning one and all. Next video on the correct letter formation. Today we're going to look at CKUBF or KKUBF. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, our first letter today is this one. Can anyone once again shout at the screen if you know what it is? It's a K, okay? K, not a K. It hasn't got an U in it. K. Okay, now I have the one that doesn't have the rhyme on the back. So can someone tell me the rhyme that goes with that K? Correct, it is curl around the caterpillar, okay? K for caterpillar. So we're just going to stick that to my wall, okay? And then we're going to have a go at drawing our caterpillar. Okay, so what you've got is, once again, you need to give him a nice little face. Because we only have happy creatures in these videos. Okay. Okay, so I have my very bizarre, exotic looking caterpillar, okay? Looks more like a maggot, but hey ho. Okay, so we've got... So, we've got our caterpillar, and just like our A, so our A, and our D, okay, we start at the face, and then we curl around the caterpillar, okay? Simple as that. Curl around the caterpillar. Like I say, we follow the same kind of pattern as an A and a D and also a G, but I haven't got to that yet, okay? G. Oh, I have got to G. Ignore everything I just said. So A and a D and a G, okay? And we also do that with a curly cut and a A, actually. Okay, they all go this way. Curl around the caterpillar. Okay, so without our caterpillar, like I say, when we follow the same pattern as our A and our D and our G and our A, we all go this way. We're going to do the same thing for our K. Start from here, curl around the caterpillar. Okay, once again, make sure that the bottom of your letter rests on your line. And then we do 3 little ones again. K, K, K. Can you do that for me now, please? Curl around the caterpillar. Okay, so our next letter I think is one of the harder ones to write because the letter that's on the card at the moment isn't necessarily how we would teach you how to write it in school. We're more cursive at school with this letter than we are on the card, okay? Now it has the same sound as our previous letter sound, okay, but the actual letter itself doesn't look like that, okay? The actual grapheme doesn't look like the previous one. So who can tell me what this sound is? It is a K, okay? And the rhyme is down the kangaroo's body, tail and leg. Now when I say that we would teach this in a different way, when we get to the tail, we would loop around, okay, rather than just do it as a straight, almost like a capital letter. We are going to loop around at this point, okay? So he's got more of a curly tail. So this is where I'm going to attempt to draw it. Okay, I'm going to leave it there to help me out because a kangaroo is quite a hard one to do. And I've had to change my pen because my black pen ran out. So we're going to attempt to use a dark blue one. Okay, so once again, we've got a... Can we see that okay? Yeah. We've got a happy looking kangaroo. The weirdest looking kangaroo ever. I'm so sorry. Okay, so we've got kangaroo's head. Looks like a llama kangaroo. Oh well. Okay, and then we've got his arm and his other arm. We've got his big butt and big legs. Other leg. And then we've also got the rest of his butt and his tail. Okay, is that all right to say? Yeah. I am so sorry for this drawing. I think this is by far the worst one I've ever done. Okay, so the way we remember and I'm going to just draw it on here. where we're going to add the curve. Okay, we've got the cut. Hopefully that'll stay in place. Okay, and we go down the kangaroo's bottom, tail and leg. Okay, but we are going to loop around at his tail, so that instead of having a cut like this, we're going to have a cut like this one instead, more cursive, because the reason we're teaching the formation in this way is so that when the children go further up the school, they were able to link the letters and do joined up handwriting. So we're going to go down the kangaroo's body, keep your pen on the page, do not take it off, around his tail and down his other leg. Okay, I'm going to change pens again because I think this one's a little bit too light. Okay, let's try dark green. Okay, so down the kangaroo's bottom, tail and leg. Okay, let's give this a try. So once again, start at the top. Okay, we're going to go down again. So we're going to go down the kangaroo's body, tail and leg. Okay, I know that's quite a hard one, but instead of going up to his tail, we're just going to do a loop, almost like you'd given him a bottom. Okay, so once again, we're going to go down the kangaroo's body, tail and leg. Okay, and then we're going to stick this back on. Now, where were we before you were rudely interrupted? Okay, down the kangaroo's body, around his tail and leg. Okay, down the kangaroo's body, bottom, leg. Okay, down his body, give him a bot, leg. Okay, so if you were to take the kangaroo out, what you get, and remember going down first, is down the kangaroo's body, give him a bottom, leg. Okay, can you try that in your book for me? Okay, we go down, give him a bottom, leg. Okay, so it looks almost like a capital R. Okay, if you can do that for your name, but we'll give it a nice tall body, bottom, leg. Okay, can you do me 3 for kangaroo, please? Okay, our next letter is this one here. Who can tell me what it is? It's a okay, it's almost like you got the hiccups. Okay, and the rhyme to go with it is down the and under, up to the top and draw under the puddle. It's a bit of a mouthful. I go down, up and down more than under. So down and under the umbrella and down to the puddle. Okay, it's whatever rhyme works for you more than anything. I go down, up and down. It's almost like Wingardium Leviosa. Okay, if that's easier. Wingardium Leviosa. Okay, so down and under and then down to the puddle. Okay, so down and under, up to the top and down to the puddle. Okay, so we're going to use that to help us out. Almost like you've dropped your umbrella, there's a puddle on the floor and you're going to go down and under it, up to the top again and down to the puddle. Wingardium Leviosa. In fact, I think I do have a one somewhere, so we could always use that. Now, I'm going to stick this as hard as I can to the wall. Get my wand. Wingardium Leviosa. Okay, if you would like to try that with your finger pen. Wingardium Leviosa. Okay, but we're going to also use the rhyme as well. So, what I need to do on my page is draw a terrible umbrella. Okay, so we've got our umbrella. It's upside down. There's the train again. It's got a little puddle on the side. Okay. So it's down and under the umbrella, up to the top and down to the puddle. Okay, so just like everything else, you have your starting point and we're going to go down again. So down and under the umbrella, up to the top and down to the puddle. Okay, down and under the umbrella, up to the top and down to the puddle. Okay, well, we want to be Harry Potter, witches and wizards today. Wingardium Leviosa. Okay. So down and under the umbrella, up to the top and down to the puddle and give it that flick. Okay, so if we were to take the umbrella away, you're doing so well. Okay, down and under the umbrella, up to the top and down to the puddle. Okay, Wingardium Leviosa. Okay, down and under the umbrella, up to the top and down to the puddle. Okay, so if you were to write that a little bit smaller, down, up and down, down, up and flick, down, up and flick. Okay, can you do me 3 up umbrella in your books, on your paper, on your board, wherever. I have just discovered that this is my drawing book for drawing pictures, and I've drawn a picture of myself. Ta-da! Okay, I must remember not to draw on top of these. Okay, the next one is another one of these letters where we get it muddled up with a different letter, okay? I'm going to tell you now that you sometimes get it muddled up with d, okay, in terms of how you write it, okay? But who can have a guess at what this letter sound is? B, okay, b, b, b. Okay, it's another one of those bouncy sounds, b, 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 boot, b, 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 bottom, okay? And the sound to go with it is, sorry, the rhyme even, yep, is down the laces to the heel and around the shoe. Okay, so down the laces to the heel and around the, well, it's around the toe, sorry. So down the laces to the heel and around the toe. The way we remember it is down, give it a belly. Okay, down at the bottom, give it a belly. Okay, so whatever is best for you and how you remember it more than anything. Okay, but I'm going to follow the structure that's here. So we need to draw a boot. One of Miss Telford's fashionable boots. Okay, it's got laces as well. And some nice fashionable heels. Okay, so we've got our boot. Okay, now when you have a duh, we go, it's about where you start. Okay, this is why the rhymes are helpful. So for a duh, you would go around the dinosaur's bottom, up his tall neck, and down to his feet. Okay, we start at the actual round shape, whereas with a b, we start at the straight line first. Okay, so we go down the boot, so down the laces to the heel and around the toe. Okay, down the laces to the heel and around the toe. Okay, so we do stay. Okay, where were we? So down the laces to the heel and around the toe. Okay, again, it's about where you start. With a duh, you do the circular motion first and then up and down. With a buh, you start at the straight line and then you do the curved line. Okay, so that you should have that. The best way to remember it is to keep writing the word bed. Duh. Okay, because then you've got, it almost looks like a bed where you've got your two ends. Okay, and it almost helps you remember which way around they should be going. Okay, but for now we're going to do the buh. So down the boot to the heel and then around the toe. So sorry for the trains keep going by. Okay, so if you're not sure about the boot and remembering all that, go down to the bottom, give it a belly. Down to the bottom, give it a belly. Okay, so if we were to take the boot out, it's about where you start. So if we're a butt, we're going down first, down the laces to the heel and around the toe. Down the laces to the heel and around the toe. Or down to the bottom, give them a belly. Down to the bottom, give them a belly. Okay, so don't do me 3 buzz, 3 little buzz. Down, give it a belly. Okay, and if you're still a little bit unsure, do your does at the same time. B, d, b, d, or even write the word bed. B and d. Okay, so that you remember which way around the letters go. Okay, can you do me 3 buzz? Ba, 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 ba. Okay, and final sound for today. I'm sure you're absolutely thrilled to bits because I think my brain has gone to absolute mush. Okay, and our final sound for today is this one. Who can tell me what this one is? It's a f. Okay, now this is another sound that gets mixed up with another one that we might be doing further down, which is the th sound, and it's about what you do with your mouth. So a th is when you bite your lip, and a th sound for things like think or thin or math or moth is when you stick your tongue out. okay? And who can remember the rhyme that goes with this one? It is, yep, down the stem and draw the leaves, okay? Down the stem, draw the leaves. Very similar to a T, okay? But it's just about how we flow with that first letter. Flow also starts with F. This has to stay on. Pray for this to stay on. Okay, so first of all, we need to draw a nice flower. Okay. Okay, then we need to draw a stem. And then we need to draw the leaves. Okay, so we've got our flower, our stem and our leaves. Okay, so the way the rhyme goes is down the stem, draw the leaves. Okay, down the stem, draw the leaves. Okay, so once again we are starting from the top and we are going to flow because we need this almost like a S. Okay, this kind of flow with our writing. Okay, so down the stem, flick across the leaves. Down the stem, across the leaves. Down the stem, across the leaves. Okay, so it looks a little bit like a very tall S, but we then cross across the leaves. Okay, so down the flower, stem, draw the leaves. Down the flower, stem, draw the leaves. Now the way this rests on the line is actually, the line is just around here. Okay, so we do, okay, so that part of the flower goes below the line. Okay, it starts at the top of the line but then goes below it. Okay, so okay, so that it's part of the flower goes below the line but we start above it. Okay, so if I was to take the flower out, we'd have our line. Okay, and we start above it, but then we go below it, nice and long for our stem, and then across the leaves. Okay, so down the stem, draw the leaves. Down the stem, draw the leaves. Can you do me 3? And make sure that they go below the line. Okay. Okay, we're not going to do any CVC word building today, but I'm just going to do a quick recap on the letters that we have looked at so far, okay, so that you can learn to build your own words with them. So the letters that we have looked at so far include Maisie, mountain, mountain. Down Maisie, mountain, mountain, okay. We've looked at around the apple, down the leaf. Round the apple, down the leaf. We've looked at slither down the snake. Slither down the snake. Notice that my letters are all on that line. They should be resting on the line when you're writing them. We've done around the dinosaur's bottom, up his tall neck and down to his feet. So around the dinosaur's bottom, up his tall neck and down to his feet. Okay, and we've also looked at down the tower, across the tower. So down the tower, across the tower. Okay, so make sure when you're trying these letters that you're going to try and get them on the line as neatly as you can. Okay, so there's our first 5. Then we moved on to INPGO, it and p. Okay, so we went down the insect's body, poke him in the eye. We did down Nobby over his net. We did p for pirate, so down the pirate's hair and around his face. Make sure that the pirate's face is resting on that line. We also had G for girl, which was around the girl's face, down her hair and give it a curl. Okay, so around the girl's face, down her hair, give it a curl. And we also had O for orange, which was just a big circle. Okay, look again that all the lines, sorry, all the letters are resting on the lines, and ones that have descenders will go below the line. Okay, and then our ones that we did today was above. So we're going to do those again. So curl around the caterpillar, down the kangaroo's body, give him a bum, down his foot or tail. Okay, so down the kangaroo's body, give him a bum, down his foot or tail. Okay, then went down and under the umbrella, up to the top and down the puddle, or Wingardium Leviosa. Then went down the boot to the heel, around the toe, or down, give him a belly, and then was down the flower stem and across the leaf. So down the flower, across the leaf. Okay, so remember that p, g and f have something called descenders, which means part of the letter goes below the line, so make sure they go beline, that's a new word, isn't it? Beline, below the line, okay? And make sure that the rest of your letters are resting on the lines as well, okay? So give them a try. Maybe ask your adult to have a go at giving you some words to write out. If you would like some words, I'm going to give you a few now, okay? I'm going to give you just 4, okay? With the letters that we've looked at so far. So on your boards, I would like you to spell these 4 words, please. Can you spell me the word dot? Dot. I would also like you to spell the word pig. Pig. Okay, you can pause the video in between these if you want. Okay, so we've had dot, pig. Can you also spell me the word cup? Up, cup. So dot, pig, cup. And can you also spell me the word, oh, why don't we do fat? Fat, fat. So dot, pig, cup, and fat. Okay, using the letters that we have looked at so far. Okay, have a great day, have a great rest of the week, and I will see you soon.